Welcome, my friends. Tonight I'll be reading from the 365 Bedtime Stories by Walt Disney. This story is another classic. It's from the Monsters Inc. and it's called A Mother's Touch. Let's get started. Work was piling up in the offices of Monsters, Inc. Celia was out sick with the flu, and there was no one to cover for her. Just then, Mike had an idea. "I'll call my mom. She'd love to help out," he said. And so later that day, in walked Miss Swarovski. Sally and Mike went off to discuss some new plans for the laugh factory, while Miss W made herself very at home. When Sally and Mike returned at lunchtime, they barely recognized the reception area. Mike's mom had hung ruffled curtains everywhere. Later that day, Mike rehearsed some new comedy routines. "What do monsters eat for breakfast?" asked Mike. "Anything they want, haha." Sally and Mike laughed until their sides hurt. "I couldn't help but overhear," said Mike's mom. "It might be funnier if you wore a silly hat." Sally shot Mike a look. "Thanks, Mom," said Mike. A little while later, Sally and Mike summoned Miss W over the intercom to come to the laugh floor. Mom, do you know anything about this?" Mike asked nervously. He pointed to the key cards, which were now filed by color, making it impossible for anyone to know which card belonged to which door. Sally turned and spoke to Mike through gritted teeth. "She's your mother. Do something." Just before the day was through, Mike went to the front desk, sat down, and took his mother's hand. He'd never fired his mother before. This wasn't going to be easy. "Mom, you know I love you, and you make a terrific receptionist, but..." Just then, Celia walked through the front door. "Googly bear!" Celia screamed. "Schmoopsy poo! What are you doing here?" Mike asked. "You're supposed to be home in bed." "I couldn't stand being away from you one day longer," Celia gushed. Miss Swarovski beamed. "He is irresistible, isn't he? Well, I guess my work here is done," she said, gathering up her things. Suddenly, Miss W stopped. "Oh, Mikey, what were you about to tell me?" "Not a thing, Mom," said Mike as he gave her a kiss. "Not a thing. Good night, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bisous."